O halimbawa lang may-ari ka ng kotse. Pinark mo ngayon sa gilid ng kalsada. And iniwan mo na hindi nakalak. Kasi kampante ka, wala ka namang mawawalang gamit doon sa loob ng kotse. Pero may dalawang bata na pumasok doon sa kotse mo para maglaro. Pero sa kasamaang palad, itong dalawang bata na to namatay kasi na-suffocate. So kasalanan ba ng may-ari ng kotse o kasalanan nung magulang nung mga bata? Siyempre, yung mga paliwanag natin sa ating mga videos, lagi yan may legal basis. Hindi lang basta batas, kundi yung mga rulings ng Supreme Court. O take note, this video is for legal education purposes only. So kung gusto mong mas maintindihan itong video na to, tatapusin mo kasi baka mamaya mag-conclude ka kaagad na kasalanan ng magulang or kasalanan nung may-ari ng kotse. Kung meron kayong need i-clarify, just comment below. So magandang i-discuss natin dito is yung kaso ni Carlos Noel Aleta versus Sofitel
Philippine Plaza.
Diniscuss dyan yung doctrine of attractive nuisance. Basta ganito yung kwento dyan. May dalawang bata, ages 5 and 3 years old. Guest sila dito sa Sofitel and nung ginamit nila yung pool together with their lola, etong 3 years old nadulas sa pool. Eto namang 5 years old mounted the kiddie pool and thereafter bumped his head. So etong mga batang to sustained injuries. So yung magulang nila na si Carlos nag-file ng complaint for damages. And ito yung kiniklaim niya na kapabayaan ng Sofitel. Sabi niya, the level of the steps in the kiddie pool is not visible. Sabi din niya, meron naman lifeguard on duty, but he did not mind nor prevent the many children going up the steps to go up the slide. So ngayon, naghatol yung lower court. Dininay yung complaint ni Carlos. Ang sabi ng lower court, Carlos failed to prove that the injury sustained by his children was the proximate cause of his children's admission at the medical city. Sabi din ng court, wala daw sa list of check-in guests on the day of the incident. Hence, hindi authorized gamitin ang facilities of the hotel. So, nung natalo si Carlos dito sa lower court, umakyat siya sa regional trial court. Pero talo pa rin siya. Umakyat ulit siya sa Court of Appeals, pero talo pa din. Ngayon, nakarating na sa Supreme Court. Dito na natin i-discuss yung doctrine of attractive nuisance. But before discussing that topic, discuss muna natin tong relevant law, which is Article 2176 of the New Civil Code. Mabuti nang i-flash ko na lang din on the screen and we will not go into too much detail kasi ang topic naman talaga natin is the doctrine of attractive nuisance. Ito naman Article 2176 is madali lang naman ding intindihin. Basta ang applicability niyan, negligent si defendant, edi bayaran mo yung plaintiff. So ganyan lang yan. So ito yung Article 2176. Whoever by act or omission causes damage to another, there being fault or negligence, is obliged to pay for the damage done. Ang elements niyan as explained in that case, to sustain a case for quasi-delict, the petitioner must establish the following requisites: damage suffered by the plaintiff, fault or negligence of the defendant, and the connection of cause and effect between the fault or negligence of the defendant and the damage incurred by the plaintiff. Okay, so now let's discuss the doctrine of attractive nuisance and i-apply natin doon sa senaryo na kung saan yung dalawang bata na suffocate doon sa loob ng kotse. But first, para mas mapaliwanag natin tong doctrine na to, let's discuss the case of
Taylor versus Manila Electric Railroad and Light Company.
i-highlight ko na lang yung gist of the ruling para hindi na kayo mahirapan magbasa. Pero kung gusto nyo basahin lahat, yung naka-flash on the screen, i-pause nyo na lang. Okay, the owners of premises Therefore, whereon things attractive to children are exposed or upon which the public are expressively or impliedly permitted to enter to or upon which the owner knows or ought to know, children are likely to roam about for pastime and in play, must calculate upon this and take precautions accordingly. In such cases, the owner of the premises cannot be heard to say that because the child has entered upon his premises without his express permission, he is a trespasser to whom the owner owes no duty or obligation whatever. Simply stated by the Supreme Court, one who maintains on his premises dangerous instrumentalities or appliances of a character likely to attract children in play, and who fails to exercise ordinary care to prevent children from playing therewith or resorting thereto, is liable to a child of tender years who is injured thereby, even if the child is technically a trespasser in the premises. So after discussing that case, alam nyo na ngayong sagot. Pero bago kayo mag-conclude, bago nyo sabihin na talagang ang may kasalanan dyan ay yung driver or kasalanan ng magulang, i-discuss muna natin itong second case. Itong second case is the Hidalgo Enterprises versus Balandan. The Supreme Court clarified that the doctrine of attractive nuisance does not apply to bodies of water in the absence of unusual condition or artificial feature. Dito sa case na to, ang simpleng paliwanag lang dyan is ito kasi mga bata pa lang, sinasabihan na yung magulang na huwag kayong lalapit dyan sa dagat, huwag kayong lalapit dyan sa pool, pwede kayong malunod. Delikado dyan. So, meron ng presumption na alam na nitong mga bata na delikado nga dyan sa mga bodies of water na yan. So, considering the case of Hidalgo versus Balandan, pag swimming pool lang, hindi yan attractive nuisance. But, pagka mayroon na na-install na mga slides, yan, mag-a-apply na dyan yung doctrine of attractive nuisance kasi nakakreate na ng artificial feature or mayroon ng unusual condition that would attract children. So doon sa case ni Carlos Aleta versus Sofitel, ang sabi ng Supreme Court, dapat nag-install pa ng additional precautionary measures itong Sofitel para ma-ensure yung safety ng mga guests. And sinabi dito na walang contributory negligence yung mga bata. So that's it for today. Sana marami kayong natutunan. Do not forget to like this video, share this with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and do not forget to hit that notification bell icon para ma-notify kayo ng mga next videos ko na i-upload. Thank you very much.